Sportcat's Daily Gazette. Live across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations. News, weather.
And somehow it all makes sense. Sort of. For more information, go to daremediagroup.com.au.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, the one, the only Sportcat. We are live for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio in Australia and overnight in Pine Island, Florida on WZQR. Welcome, everybody. I encourage you to come over and join the live chat. You could have said goodbye to Wendell. See you, Wendell. Denise is here. Welcome, Denise. We're glad you're here. And I think Chris is in here. Yeah, Chris. So our regulars are present and accounted for. And let me find my angry co-host and see where she is.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson, and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
That's right. I am not a scientist. So.
Viva la Sportcat! Sportcat Iguales! Viva la Sportcat! Go Sportcat! Fans everywhere love the Sportcat.
That's right. Fans everywhere love the Sportcat. And apparently they love a little communist dog named Putin. Everybody, please remember to hit that like button, say hi in the chat, and share it out and subscribe. Or Denise will hunt you down. So there you go. Well, see, Putin's alive. You look cold, Brenda.
I'm warming baby.
Oh,
well, it's 65 in my house. So.
What is it outside?
It is. Let's see.
It's cold. It's very cold. Actually, no. Actually,
we're gonna get down
warmed up a little bit here.
We're gonna get down in the teens this week.
Oh yeah, for the next week, it's going to be very cold in the South.
Right now, it's 50.
Up a little bit.
That's supposed to be our high.
Yeah, we warmed up a little bit. It was like 45. I went out late last night and walked Ginger, and I was like, "This is t-shirt weather. What happened?" So,
okay, little buddy.
It's been cold.
Yeah.
So.
You are too heavy for me.
So yeah, it's but it's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming. We can't escape it. It's going to pour on us. It's going to pour on the East Coast. It's whether it's ice, snow, whatever it is, it's Yankee dander. Go away. I don't want it. So
I don't mind it, but I ain't going out in it.
I'll probably go out and play with squirt.
I'll just open my curtains and put the things up so we can just watch it fall. That'll be good.
Yeah. I'll send pics. It doesn't snow often there, so
no, not very often.
No, it well, here in Atlanta it does every, I don't know, a couple of years. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So KG says it's 50 there in Southwest Virginia, but it's going to freeze for the next 10 days. Yeah, and you're going to get some snow. Yeah, you're in the Appalachia. You're definitely going to get some snow. So here in Atlanta, we're either going to get ice, snow, or nothing. That's what the most recent weather forecast is. It's either going to be ice, it's going to be snow, or nothing. It may just rain. Who knows? We may get a thunderstorm and a hurricane. Who that?
I have family in West Virginia, Tennessee. Wait, West Virginia, Tennessee, California, Arizona, and Pennsylvania.
Well, they're all going to get snowed on, so.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive in, Brenda. I didn't sleep good, so I'm grumpy today.
I didn't either. It's all right.
I don't know. I think
I took my meds, so if I start getting real quiet, you holler my name and check on me and make sure I haven't dozed into oblivion.
Great. All right, 2:06 on the East Coast. LA, it is 11:06. Denver, 12:06. Chicago, 1:06. For our dear friends down in Australia, it's 3:06 in the morning tomorrow. Oh, goodness gracious. And Sydney, get up, go to work. It's your Friday, so yeah, exploding trees. Oh my! I actually saw last night after I talked about it, a weather alert came out talking about exploding trees.
Run from the debris.
I was like, what is going on in this world? I've never heard of exploding trees.
Gonna get toothpicked.
Now even the trees want to kill us. Jesus Christ. So I was like, what
Mother Nature is pissed.
What happened? When did this start? Exploding trees.
That's Mother Nature's way of saying I'm gonna get you one way or another.
Well, apparently it's a phenomena up way up north, but since way up north has decided to send their weather south, it's now a phenomena here. So yes, and trees are exploding and iguanas are falling out of midair.
Them poor iguanas. Oh my God, I gotta go save them. Putin,
Oh,
you wanna
Lord
go save
have
some
mercy.
iguanas?
So, yeah, I talked. I think it was today on my radio show. I talked about that. I was like, not today, Satan, but yeah. Hello there, Missing Time. Welcome. Good afternoon. Well, if you went outside and looked up, I don't know where in the lower 48, between the clouds and the weather, who wants
If
to?
you're going outside just to see that little bit of moon, you've got a problem. Get your ass back in the house.
Go online and look at it.
That's right.
NASA may have a photo of it. Who knows?
I doubt it.
Actually, I interviewed last night on my Sportcat show, the Wednesday night show, a astronaut, and it was a great interview. We actually ran out of time. We got to talking about so much stuff, and I didn't get his paranormal story, which I think had something to do with aliens. So I'm going to message him today and say, hey, can we circle back and just record a special episode? I'll just, me and you one-on-one, and see what he says. But it was a good episode. He's written a book, and it's a science fiction book. It's got a really cool premise. Talks about virtual reality, AI, VR and AI. And if they had basically just like a Disney world, picture like a West world where you could go in, you put on the goggles and the gloves, and you were suddenly immersed in that world, that universe. So,
and you think that that's impossible? You think that doesn't happen now?
No. We talked about that. Yeah. We talked about that. But his book is obviously science fiction. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, some of the stuff there's not I don't know. There may be a park somewhere that you can go do that, but
I'm pretty sure that the moon stuff was, sci-fi. But
we talked about that too.
Stuff is actually true stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that too. So you would have had an unpopular opinion on last night's show.
I don't give a shit. They signed papers. They're not allowed to tell you. They have to die with that secret.
And we talked about the Columbia explosion as well. You would have been. I would have had to have muted you and taken you off screen. So he was going to be the captain of that ship. So, but he wasn't. So he ended up being some guy down on ground that does something. I don't know, some science thing. So I don't know. It was way more technical than I knew anything about. So hello, Monica. Welcome. So, but yeah, get a chance, go back and check it out. It was a good episode. So, well, we are running 11 minutes, 38.4 seconds late today, Brenda. Why?
Oh, so we're getting late. I can't wait.
Maybe this is so sluggish today. Yeah, maybe if we're running this late in just January,
there ain't nothing out there. I don't know what you're looking for.
They're going to have to do a time smear, so to make up for this. Yeah, we did. We talked about Buzz Aldrin throwing fists. So I need to get that author back on. That was a good episode too. So, and in the second hour, the guest he was kind of like a philosopher, and it was a good talk. So If you want to know anything about, speaking of trivia, about words, he has written basically the encyclopedia on where words come from, their definition, and what they originally meant as to what they are now. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So, all right, Brenda. I don't feel like this. I'm not even looking at it. It's annoyed me. Let's see. What do we got here? What did we do yesterday? I can't even pronounce that, so we can't do that. Model Brutes. I don't even know what the hell that is. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. No, I'd fail that one miserably.
Yeah, we did a theme song yesterday.
Yeah, we did the good old boys. So,
Yeah.
Simon Allen R. Shepherd. Okay. Geography, no. Star Trek, no. Dukes of Hazzard, we did that. So we're back to where we started. Let's see. Anything new over here? Oh, well. General knowledge, entertainment, yeah. Well, all right. So what do you want to do, Brenda? What do you want to do? You want to do this one, the fun trivia, or the trivia plaza? What do you want to do? Yeah, there's plenty over here.
Go back to our old one where we get multiple choice, and that one there. Let's do one on there. What do we got?
All right. Well, the usual: pop music, movies, geography, science, computer, literature, classical music, history, television, sports, languages, and miscellaneous.
Well, we've got we could do pop music or television. So let's try pop music.
Yeah, let's go to pop music. So do we want to do 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2010s, 20s, Eurovision?
80s, 90s probably.
All right, we'll do the 90s. We doing album covers? We're doing lyrics? Or are we doing best of? Good Lord. There's all kinds of choices here. So
let's do lyrics.
We want to do one hit. How about one hit wonders from the 90s?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
One hit wonders from the 90s, volume 1. All right. So which artists like D-Light, Lou Bega, and Donnie Lewis had their U.S. Billboard top hits, top 40 hits with these songs? All right, here we go. Cotton Eye Joe. We start off with one that I've heard too many times. I
know that song. I just don't remember who did
tag it. Team, Nikki French are Rednecks. I want to say it's Rednecks, but
yeah, I think so.
I don't. We'll just guess. All right, good guess. Silent Lucidity, Jan Arden, New Radicals, Shaylee Wright, or Queen's Right. Is that Queen's Right?
Queen's Right.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's probably wrong. Nope, it's right. All right. What's Up? 4 Non-Blondes, Lou Bega, Adina Howard, or Shaylee Wright. What's Up?
You got me on that one.
4 Non-Blondes.
It's that one or
Shaylee Wright, Lou Bega. I see, like last night, this popped up. Pops up over here, and somebody had been like, "Oh, Sportcat, they want to promote you." I'm like, "Okay, we're in the middle of doing something here. Let's."
What about do the 4 Non-Blondes?
4 Non-Blondes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, you were correct. How did you know that? Bitch. BB Mac, Meredith Brooks, Lou Bega, or Beck. It sounds like a Beck, but I don't know.
Bitch, it's
B Mac, Meredith Brooks, or Lou Bega, or Beck.
I want to say it's BB Mac, but we can go with Beck.
I mean, if you more confident than me, I'm just taking a wild guess. So we'll see if anybody in the audience knows. What the hell was that?
It's the dog snoring.
You got an alien.
The dog snoring.
You got an alien in your house.
He's glad I'm not holding him, or he'd be like overwriting the damn thing here.
Chris agrees and says Beck. No, it is Meredith Brooks. We would have all got that wrong.
Yeah.
Mambo number 5. Sinead O'Connor, Urban Dance Squad, Lou Bega, or Beck. Mamba number 5.
I think it's the Urban Dance Squad.
Oh, I think you're wrong. I think it's Lou Bega.
Do you think it's Lou Bega?
I think it's.
Well,
I'll push the button. And hey, we got that one right. So.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Tub
I was trying to hear it in my head.
Tub thumping. Is it the Eagle Eye Cherry, Mr. President, Chumbawamba, or Trey Lawrence? Tub thumping.
Chumbawamba?
I believe it is Chumbawamba. All right. So we've only missed one, and that was my fault. Loser.
Loser.
This is my life theme song. I know this one. Jennifer Page, Beck, Joey McIntyre, or Mark Nelson. Who sings Loser? Jennifer Page, Beck, Joey McIntyre, or Mark Nelson. What do you think it is, Brenda? Oh, you look like you're having a brain cramp. I believe this one is Beck. So
okay, well, it could be.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Well, Chris says it's Beck too. So
okay, me and Chris got that one right. We didn't get the other one. You would have got that one. Would I Lie to You? Tag team: Charles and Eddie, BB Mac, Mark Morrison. And I'll be honest, I have no clue. Would I Lie to You? Tag team: Charles and Eddie, BB Mac, or Mark Morrison. Would I lie to you? Would I lie to you, baby?
Either tag team or BB Mac.
You got to pick one.
I know.
I have no idea.
I'm glad we're not on a timer on this one.
Yeah, no kidding. We thought we were going to do good at this. Tag team: BB Mac, Charles and Eddie, Mark Morrison.
BB Mac.
BB Mac, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
why
going
not?
with it.
What the
I have
hell?
no idea.
What the hell?
No, it was Charles and Eddie. Damn it, Charles and Eddie. Missing.
Why would Charles and Eddie? Never mind.
I don't even know the song. Missing. Is it Beck, BB Mac, Everything But the Girl, or the Urban Dance Squad? Missing. Is it Beck, BB Mac, Everything But the Girl, or the Urban Dance Squad?
Well, see, I don't know that song.
No, it's a Mark Morton. I think it was his last name was Martin. Chris Martin, Mark Morton. No, Mark Morton. Missing. Was it Beck, BB Mac, Everything But the Girl, or the Urban Dance Squad? Any idea? Any clues? Anyone?
We'll do Everything But the Girl.
All right, Everything But the Girl. And you are correct. All right. For the final one.
Got it too.
All right. The final one for the night. Macarena. Is it Joey McIntyre, Mark Nelson, Los Del Rio, or Jennifer Page? Macarena.
The guy that sings it, so.
Is it Joey McIntyre, Mark Nelson, Los Del Rio, or Jennifer Page? I'm just guessing Los Del Rio.
Los Del Rio.
That's who my guess is. Anyone else? Anyone else on this racist train? So I mean, let's just call it what it is. There, Macarena. Oh, sounds like Los Del Rio. Hell with it. I'm pushing a button, and it was Los Del Rio. So there we go. We got a B. So. Well, I just call it what it is, Brenda. So, here's your favorite. You and Chris.
That damn thing.
You and Chris love this guy. Give 2 ways to spell enemy using just 3 letters.
Mad.
Give 2 ways to spell enemy using
Evil.
3 letters.
Oh no, wait, that's 4.
Jesus Christ! I'm ready to go to school. 2 ways to spell enemy using only 3 letters. Anyone? Well, if I know this thing correctly, it's probably going to be an acronym. Is at least going to be one of them. So I don't know what the acronym for enemy is. Maybe it's
In me? No.
In why? I'm just guessing on that one because it's got some weird acronym. So I'm guessing on that one. Enemy using 3 letters. Well, it's not Los Del Rio, I can tell you that. In the chat,
not the Macarena either.
The chat is and wait a minute. So is the frog a clue by any chance? I don't know.
Bug.
I give up. So, well, I was close. NME. What did I say? E. Maybe I did say it. Info. Okay. All right. I get that one. So I was close. What did I say?
Over my cap.
Yeah, whatever. All right. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. That's an old Chinese proverb.
Or come hang out with me. Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be very happy. So I was going to say, if you want happiness, you can buy it downtown, $50 for, well, never mind.
Oh my
God.
Right,
so on this
you'll get a disease for the rest of your life. You'll be really happy.
Yeah, well, then you would be unhappy. So, The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin on this day in 1954 debuts on ABC, starring Lee Aker as Rusty, who was orphaned in an Indian raid. We could remake this today. And his dog Rin Tin Tin, who was there being helped. That's U.S. Cavalry Post. This is ripped strangely from today's headlines. The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin debuts on ABC this day in 19.
Name my next dog Rin Tin Tin.
Trying to think of what kind of dog would be a Spanish dog. All right, I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah,
my dog
Rin Tin Tin, the Chihuahua, saves little Los Del Rio from the awful Iceman.
From doing the Macarena.
They was being forced into doing it. Headline on so. I Love Lucy and one of the shrewdest deals on television. 1951 on this day. Wait a minute. This is October 15th. Am I on the right damn day? Hold on. We're on October. Jesus Christ. What the hell did we get on October? I mean, what's the right day? God help me. I wasn't even on the day. I was on the wrong day. We were in October somehow. I don't know. We time travel.
What are you doing in October?
I have no idea. I'm blaming the aliens. So, all right. So let's try this again. John's father had 3 sons: Larry, Curly, and
Mo.
Sure. I have no idea. So, yeah. Nope. John.
What? What?
John's father had 3 sons: Larry, Curly, and John. Was it John? John Jr.? Oh, this show's off the rails already. What the hell is?
Well, I
somebody
guess
please go Google the real.
Aren't brothers.
Somebody please go Google the real names.
Now I would have really thrown you off had I said Shep.
Larry, Curl. Well, we've been 4. So where did Shep come from?
Actually, I think Shep was one of them for a while.
He was the one left behind in the Indian raid. Oh, this day on January 22nd, 1973, Roe v. Wade.
Oh, God.
That's been overturned, though. But Roe v. Wade from the Supreme Court decision in 1973. George Foreman, he won his title today in 1973. The Central Intelligence Group on this day in 1946 is established by Harry S. Truman. So
sure it is.
They've went on to do good things. So
yeah, okay.
Peace Without Victory today on January 22nd, 1917. W.W. Woodrow Wilson gave his peace.
Peach.
I need more.
Oh.
I want to know. Somebody please tell me the names of the real Three Stooges. I need to know now.
Three Stooges is Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Jack in the Box food poisoning. On this day in 1993, a 2-year-old boy dies from food poisoning after eating an E. coli burger. It was a special at the Jack in the Box. 2 other children died. More 500 people were sick, and I can't make a joke about that. But
you know what? Truman was my last dog's name, Chris.
Yeah. So, somebody please get a Jack in the Box and order the E. coli burger today.
The E. coli burger, that's still on the menu.
Yeah, it's been there since 1993. They've used the same cow. They go out and carve it every time somebody orders it. No, we want them goddamn E. coli burgers. Go out there and cut a hip bone off this some bitch, and we'll serve it to this little kid.
This is what you get when you get a Glenn and a Brenda with hardly any sleep.
This day in 1991, AIDS.
Oh, great.
This day in 1991, AIDS. Kimberly Bergals wins $1 million settlement against the insurer of her dentist, Dr. David Acer, who infected her with AIDS during a extraction. Ironically enough, a few years later, she died from an E. coli burger. So there is no real news here, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's all fake news.
Wait a minute. I have questions.
It's all fake news.
How did a dentist give her AIDS when AIDS was only transferred by fluids, body fluids? What was he doing?
It was a dirty needle. No, that's actual science. It was a dirty needle. So yeah, it was a dirty needle. So
where's that dentist located at, so we can make sure we don't ever go there?
I don't know where he was, but yeah, it was a dirty needle. Dennis used to be before disposable instruments came along.
Yeah, they
used to be one of the ones that contaminated. They killed more people than the E. coli burger. Yeah, you get because they were responsible for
AIDS, and then shoot. Oh my God!
And I still don't know who the real Three Stooges names are. So
I can't.
Today's birthday, Luciny Peter. Yeah, it's Luciny Peter's birthday. This day in 1929, he was an American dog actor. He portrayed Pete the pup in our gag films. We're back on this. I need a Three Stooges history for every day of the week. Oh my God. Somebody help me. I'm trying to make it through today. I promise I am. So I promise.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, look at it. The creator of Conan the Barbarian, Robert Howard, born this day in 1906, American author and creator of Conan the Barbarian. So Walter Raleigh, he had a fish restaurant, didn't he? The English colonizer and poet, born in 15.
There's no E. coli there.
I don't think you get E. coli from chicken. I think you get ptomaine.
You get some kind of shit.
Bud Bundy. Well, happy birthday, Bud. He was born this day in 1876, married with children. Diane Lane, born this day in 1965. Brenda's cousin, Linda Blair, born this day in 1959. Known for The Exorcist. And ironically enough, if you look in Brenda's background, there's the doll. John Hurt, British actor, born in 1940. Joseph Wambaugh. Do you remember Joseph Wambaugh? He was born this day in 1937. He was a police officer and author. He created Police Story. He wrote many police books, and he joined LAPD and went all the way up to sergeant in the detective division. I don't know why I know this.
Probably would have been better if he'd have joined a different force. But anyway,
there you go. Bill Bixby born this day in 1934. My favorite Martian, but I remember him from Incredible Hulk, 1977 to 82. I didn't realize he passed away in 93. Good Lord, it was a long time ago.
Did he?
Piper Laurie. Oh, well, she was an American Emmy-winning actress from The Hustler. Okay, I don't remember her. Twin Peaks. Sam Cooke, a rock and roll singer, soul music singer. You Send Me, Chain Gang. He was inducted into the rock and roll. He went to that there damn museum in Ohio, Rock and Roll Music. Ann Southern, an actress. She was known for Heroine of the Maisie. I don't remember that. Born in 1909. Wrong Way, Corrigan. That was Brenda's step-uncle. He was born this day in 1907. He was an American aviator. He made a nonstop transatlantic flight from New York to Ireland by mistake. So he thought he was flying from New Orleans to California. I don't know any of these people, so I'm just moving on. I'm done with world history for today, since I don't know who the Three Stooges were. I'm done with this. We're gonna go. 22nd day of 2026 and the 33rd day of being punished by the Yankees with that damn cold stuff.
You know, Glenn, I'm starting to think that maybe you and I ought to invest in gummies.
Christ, I need something. I closed the window. I want to keep that window open. No, it's down here. All right. So the big story, there's some other trending news, but the big story today is the huge storm that is, it's not yet formed. We've talked about it for days. So here's the deal. You're going to either get a lot of something or you're going to get nothing. One or the other, or there could be a tornado. I don't know. So I'm not a scientist, but what I can tell you is no, it's only in Alaska. What I can tell you is that there's going to be something. They have been prognosticating this thing to death, almost to the point where I'm over it already. Just let it come, let it kill us. Let's just move on. And the scary part for the South is there's another storm right behind this.
To be fair, my dad's getting it pretty bad there, and ours is supposed to start actually tonight.
Yes, yours starts tonight. So yours in Texas. Now, where you are, you will probably just see some snow and ice, sleet. But
and a bunch of idiots on the road.
That's subject to change. They still haven't determined yet. But states of emergency have been declared in pretty much every southern state. The North is pretty well. They're pretty well used to dealing with this, but it's going to stretch from New York to Albuquerque. Think about that. That's a long ass storm.
Yeah.
So how bad could it get? What's that?
Kind of not natural, huh?
Well, no, because I watched a thing on this today, and the problem is, and it's actually been the problem with forecasting this, is because this cold front that's been pushing down has been stalled by front on the West Coast, so it's just been sitting there kind of spinning. But the problem is now that it's going to kick it to the right, over to the east, it's getting the Gulf moisture, and it's going to pull the storm that's on the West Coast in San Francisco over to us next week.
So we can blame this massive shit storm on the West Coast.
Yes, we
Hurry
can.
up and fall into the ocean,
California. It's all Governor Gavin Newsom's fault. So.
That bastard.
So for Friday, you can anticipate the Four Corners, all the way down to almost Dallas. Everything from a snow rain mix, and it's of course that we're talking in the Midwest. Up over in the north, you're already going to be getting it. So Monica says it sounds like a soccer kick. Yeah, kind of. But see, and this kind of shows it in a way. But there is this little thing off the coast here, down off the West Coast, is spinning and causing this just to stall. Depending on how much it causes it to stall, well, that's where the trouble starts. So Friday about 9 p.m. Central Time for you is where you're going to turn into the slushy, snowy mess.
Well, it's supposed to start raining about
Yes.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then it'll push on.
Yeah, then it's going to switch over as the cold front comes down.
I'm going to get naked and wheel myself around in circles outside in the road.
There is that. Please tell Jack to record it so we can get subs. Oh, God help me. So, and then Saturday, you guys and gals in Texas are still going to be hammered from Albuquerque down to Houston, and it's starting to stretch its icy cold finger of death across the country. It's going to get Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, Atlanta. Well, we're not going to be left out of this party, so we're going to get involved on Saturday as well.
Glenn's going to freeze his tipples off.
Yeah. Yep. Then by Saturday night, from Albuquerque to New York, will be one massive snow band, and the further you go south, depends on what the precipitation is. They're saying somewhere around the Nashville, Little Rock, Dallas, that little swath is where it'll be a mixture, but from south of there to question mark how far south will all be ice. Now, snow is one thing. Wet snow will cause trees to fall. It'll cause power lines to go down or transformers to pop. In of course, obviously the roads, but the ice is a whole different thing, because even just a small amount of ice on the line weighs so much it'll pull it down and it'll pop lines. So, and then this is strike 2 of this storm that I didn't think about until today. Normally, when we get a bad storm in the south, our neighbors to either the further south, like Florida, or as to the north, come and help us restore power here in the south.
Or they park on the side of the road and laugh at you.
Well, they do that too, but they're going to be dealing with their own thing. So we're only going to be getting limited resources and help, because so much of the country is going to be getting this. So, yeah. So, and in Monica, she says it's going to be bad where she is next week. Yeah, there's a storm right behind this. So, and then as this moves into Sunday, that's when it's going to be questionable for the South again, because of where that band of ice mix slush is. And in New York, you could get over a foot of snow. So Denise, I hope you go get your snow shovel. And then they're saying it could pick up energy and become a nor'easter and go further up the coast. So chances of life-changing ice, well, pretty much from the coast of the Carolinas, pretty much straight across to almost Little Rock, and then down into almost as far as Houston. So, yeah. And in snowfall, well, it's going to be a lot. So, but
I'm going to talk
KG,
Jack.
You're going to get some.
I'm going to talk Jack into putting me in the car, and I'm going to go to all the local bars and record myself walking in going, excuse me, is our groundhog in here somewhere getting drunk, like, in the shitter? If you see him, tell him he needs to get his ass back to work.
Oh, well, he's gonna be in hiding for a week or two. Yeah, some parts of this could get some heavy snow. Boston, all the way down to pretty much all of West Virginia, Kentucky, stretching into West Tennessee, into Oklahoma City, down to almost Albuquerque. Of course, a lot of that's going to be the higher elevations, but everybody's going to get at least an inch of Yankee dander. So
I don't want anybody's danger.
And then forecast highs, even for Atlanta, we might make it to the 40s. And this is a stretch. We might make it to the 40s by early next week, but depending on how much precipitation is on the ground, as far as ice, will dictate the temperature. Obviously, in an urban setting like Atlanta, it'll be warmer than it would be in the mountains, but yeah, it's not going to matter. So, and Denise says, I have no shovel or boots. Well, I hope you got plenty of hot chocolate. So just sit there and watch it. So yeah, the 72-hour snowfall prediction is, it's something to see. So I'm impressed. So, and any of our friends in Australia, I'm not really sure how often you all have snow or have to deal with it, but here in the southern United States, this is life-changing because we don't deal with this. This is something maybe once every 10 years, would you say, Brenda? If that?
I don't know. I used to live in Tennessee. It's okay.
Actually, here in the further south, it's probably like once every 25 years. So it's not something we deal with often.
Well, we had that little mishap, in 2022?
Well, we had
when we were shut down for about 7 days.
We had the blizzard of 92, I remember, in East Tennessee. And then we had the blizzard of 2003 come through the south. And yeah. So it's not very often. So Monica said we had a weird weather where we got a little bit of snow and hail at night and poured down rain, which is odd for us because it never rains in January. It's usually too cold. You live in upstate New York, don't you? I forget where's Monica live.
Pennsylvania, I think.
That's right. Chris says if he's getting tanked while he's in the shitter, it's probably good. Brenda's calling this groundhog on his drinking table. Yep.
Right.
So, yeah.
We're going to trade him in for an armadillo.
I don't want that either. Millions of Americans from New Mexico to the Carolinas are bracing for a potentially catastrophic ice storm. And like I said, nobody can come help us because pretty much we're cut off to the west because everybody over there is going to be damaged. We're cut off to the north because they're going to be dealing with their own. So Pittsburgh, that's right, Monica. So yeah, it's we're going to have to dig ourselves out of this one. So it could take a while. Atlanta will probably be shut.
I have a shovel, but I mean, it's not a snow shovel, but it's a shovel. Jack will just go out there and take all the salt we have in the house and throw it out there. He ain't gonna.
I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere, and then I'll steal Mrs. Sportcat's keys so she can't go anywhere. So it's funny. She told her boss the other day. She says, "Clint's not going to let me go anywhere," and her boss says, "You're going to let him do that?" And she's like, "Yep." You're let him do that? Yep. You're right. Florida will be the only ones who will be able to help. Georgia, and it's probably Georgia and Alabama. Well, depending on how far south it goes, yeah, they'll be the only ones that can help us. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. So hopefully they're preparing. Shells are bare. Yes, they are.
Really?
Yeah, they are. Hold on, I can show you. I can show you.
It's just got to be Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart. So.
Oh, Walmart in East Tennessee from Mom. Mom waiting to the last minute, even though who's been on there screaming for a week? Get prepared, Mom. Get prepared. Yeah, all the bread, milk's gone. It's gone. All the frozen stuff. Yeah, it's gone. Wait to the last minute, Mom. So there you go. So empty shelves in Nashville.
Getting bare.
Yep. Empty shelves in Nashville, empty shelves in Knoxville. I can report firsthand knowledge. So, yeah, Mom's like, "What should I do?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess you should have thought about this last week or earlier this week." Jesus Christ!
Yeah, my brother.
That's all.
I have my niece and them that are in Arizona. They're like, she says, message me and says, "Auntie, let me know if you need me to come dig you out of the snow." I'm like, okay.
Well, Georgia went ahead today and declared their state of emergency, and our 70,000 gallons of salt or whatever it is, brine, is going to prepare our state. I just don't see that we've got enough. 70,000. We're going to get like 285 in Atlanta, and that'll be it.
They're throwing sand all over the place here. I think I live on the beach. I'm gonna lay out there and
we don't have enough of that.
be a
Even-
starfish missing one
Even the
leg.
Maryland governor has declared a state of preparedness. So, winter storm in Virginia, they've apparently declared too. So, make sure to go get bottled water, loaves of bread, toilet paper, and remember the old days, Brenda, when during a storm you would go get your bread, your milk, and you go to Blockbuster or Errol's, and you go rent your videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have to do that now. We have Netflix, Hulu. We got all kinds of streaming.
The only thing I'm interested in this winter is a big ass bag of those big marshmallows and something to cook them over the outside fire with. That's what I'm interested in.
S'mores. That's what you want. S'mores.
No, I don't want the chocolate. Just the toasty marshmallows.
You just like burning the marshmallow. Don't you? You're the kind of person who bites the head off a peep and then puts it in this fire, don't you? You're that kind of person. So.
No, I would never do that. I like Peeps. Well, maybe I would if they could put it in the fire, but
We told you.
but I can't eat those. They're like total nothing but sugar.
Oh yeah.
At least with marshmallows, you can get vegan marshmallows, and
vegan marshmallow. What the hell is a vegan marshmallow?
it's a marshmallow, but it's vegan, and I don't know.
Aren't
It's
all
probably
marshmallows
full of
vegan?
worse shit than regular marshmallows, to tell you the
I
truth.
thought they were all vegan. Doesn't it come from a? Doesn't it come from a tree? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, no, because regular marshmallows, they crush up bone and powder it, and they put that in there when they make the marshmallows. Yeah.
What? There's bone in marshmallow? What?
It's fine. It's crushed up powdery.
That's where you get the E. coli burger from Jack in the Box. What the hell are you talking about?
Those don't even come on a bone. God only knows what factory those things come from.
So, mental note: Google who are the Three Stooges, and the fourth I just discovered.
And eating
What the hell are
marshmallows.
marshmallows made out of? Oh my god!
I like getting you going. That's funny. What?
Probably like child penis and sugar is what you're going to tell me now. Jesus Christ!
That'll make me go order you some Rocky Mountain oysters.
Chris says all these text messages Andy has sent out in the past has got him ready for this exact moment.
That's right.
He's sitting there like Dr. Evil. I'm ready. So, yeah, here in the South, we're all gonna.
I
die,
gotta
so.
go charge my generator. I bet Jack still hasn't done
Good
that.
job. Good job. Wait to the last minute, Brenda.
Well, I can take it and plug it into the wall for a little while. It doesn't have to exactly go out into the sun yet. So I can
Wait till
charge
the
it while
last
we
minute.
still have electricity.
KG says his neighbor just fueled and tested his generator, so make sure it's
I have
outside.
a-
What's your neighbor? If they burn their house down, make
Yeah.
you do one. So
I have a solar one. I have a big ass solar one, so I don't need to put gas in it. I can't have natural gas. I'm allergic to it. It swells my forehead and makes my nose bleed. Yeah, I'm allergic to natural gas. Everywhere we move, I have to have everything electric. I can't have no gas.
you're weird.
Natural. No, I know. I'm allergic.
You
to
have
fucking
an
everything.
allergic
I don't even
reaction
think-
to the
I
first
don't even
thing is
think I'm human
natural,
anymore.
and then you eat marshmallows with bones in them. You're just weird.
I've been like that since I was a kid. My mom always had to have electric things, and if a
I've never
stovetop
heard
came,
that.
I'm serious. It swells. My forehead gets swollen, and my nose starts bleeding. Yeah, I can't have natural gas.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know what to say to it either. But it's been that way since I was a kid.
You
It's
know-
not like I stuck my head in the gas.
I find out
oven.
more and more things that just about you that I just don't understand every day. You eat marshmallows made of bone, and you're allergic to
No.
natural gas. So, God help me. Can I pick a new co-host? One that's not
No.
insane.
No. Insane is the only thing that puts up with your ass. So
So going back and looking, this is from Fox Weather. I got to give them credit so YouTube don't gig me. We can see in Boston, 18 to 24. Denise, in New York City, 18 to 24, all the way down to Washington, D.C. So Pittsburgh, well, 12 to 18 probably. Harley over in Cleveland, you're probably going to get another foot. and then it'll be a light dusting of up to 3 to 5 inches from Nashville to maybe Macon. So there you go. Yeah. See, Pittsburgh, I was right about 5 or 8. So 8 to 12. You're gonna get 8 to 12. Monica, just be ready. So
you go out in the snow, Glenn, and make snow angels and have Beth record it.
Oh, I've already had Squirt asking me if I'd go out and have a snowball fight with him. And I'm like, oh, you are so not ready for my snowball fight. I will get even with you.
Build a snowman with that poor kid.
Paige is already like, I've got his snowsuit out. And I'm like, what? Where did you get a snowsuit? We live in goddamn Atlanta. I got it on Amazon. I'm like, snowsuit to wear once. Just put the kid in a jacket, some gloves, and kick his ass outside. He'll be all right. She's got the full goddamn Yankee snowsuit with the head, with the fur. What the?
Does he have the goggles too?
Probably. What are you doing to this kid? We get one snow in this kid's lifetime, and you're gonna bundle him up like the goddamn Michelin tire man.
Well, and then he's probably gonna get another bug. So you might want to, keep him away from you after that day for a few days. See how he acts.
Well, hell, he can't get anything on him. He's going to be covered in a goddamn bodysuit.
Poor kid's going to be standing out there with his arms up and walking.
Exactly. He won't be able to play. What are you doing? It doesn't get that cold here. Once. And he grows out of things at his age so quickly. I'm like, what?
That's like you telling your daughter, I want to take him on his first horseback riding lesson. And she comes back with pictures of him on the merry-go-round at Walmart.
Well, see, here's the deal. I would never go horseback riding. So no, me and horses, we have a long history of not getting along.
Sissy.
So. No, I was traumatized. The horse I was on kept trying to bite me, and I kept kicking it in the head. And then I just had to hold on. It was a bad day. It was the one and only time I rode a horse. That was it.
When you do that, you pull up on their rein or you tuck their head real close to their chest.
Let me tell you, that some bitch had like a disjointed neck. He was like trying to bite me, and I'm trying to hold on. And every time I kick him, we'd go faster. Well, now my friends are like, God damn, you really know how to ride. I'm like, no, I just don't want to fall off.
How much did you weigh?
Oh God, I was in high school. I couldn't have weighed
20,
maybe. I don't know. So
I was gonna say, because maybe you weighed too much, and he was like, "Get off me, fat ass."
Yeah, that was one and only time. Yeah, nope, didn't do that again. So. Brenda, did your ears hurt this morning? At about 10:41 a.m.
No, I was eating, so I wouldn't have noticed it because I was moving my jaw. What?
Well, Utah had a 4.7 magnitude earthquake near the Wyoming border. So while you were eating. So, no, Brenda's ear did not prognosticate this one.
I had my mouth open. I had Oriental noodles and
wait a minute. I'm sorry. It was just before 8 a.m. It was just before 8 a.m. So maybe you weren't awake yet. So.
No, I was still sleeping then.
Yeah, 4.7. It was in Utah near the Wyoming border. Apparently it just shook a little bit and knocked some stuff off shelves. No serious damage was reported, so no injuries. So, but Utah does not normally get earthquakes.
I'll call my buddy in Utah. He's from California too, so he's used to them.
I figured that you would have fell out of bed or something. All right, so we showed this picture yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Portland police are still looking for this bastard. And I said he went gray man on him. If you look at his clothing, he's obviously layered in clothing, plain colors. We can't tell if he has a full beard or just a mustache. We can't really tell much about his hair. Is he got hair? Is he bald? At any rate, this gentleman shot 2 police officers, and there is a large manhunt on for him. He was part of an Antifa crowd. that
They didn't get his shoes, did they?
no,
They didn't
no,
get
yeah,
anything of his shoes, because that'll usually get him right there.
yep, they got nothing. So
Damn.
this is the only images they have of him, or at least that they're releasing to the public. So
He looks like 5 different people I know, for crying out loud.
well, see, and that's going to be the problem. And I'm sure with facial recognition, they've run into that too, because he is doing Gray Man right here. If you've ever studied Gray Man, this is Gray Man right here. He's wearing multicolored plain clothing, and then he's got it pulled up just enough to where you can't make out much. So this is more of effective the camouflage than a mask would be. So so 70 police units are searching in the Special Emergency Reaction Team in Portland. I'm sure there's others who just haven't told us. It was involving local agencies. This wasn't involving federal. So they're still looking for this guy. If you happen to see him, he kind of looks like Eric the Red, the Viking, or the guy from Frosty the Snowman, the red guy. What was the guy's name? Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, he had a red. He was in Frosty the Snowman, the original one. He had a red beard. Okay, maybe I'm making this shit up. I don't know. At any rate, let's see the guy. Pretty man.
You don't know if he has a beard or just a goatee.
Yeah,
and mustache.
Yeah, we don't know what he's got. So, or he could have gray hair.
All the way up to the side of his face.
He could have dyed it. And then trimmed
He's a redhead, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's what it appears. So, yeah, that's what it appears. So, have you seen this? There's a 4-year-old girl. Her dad was a disc jockey out on the West Coast in Southern California. Anthony Donatelli, I don't know. It's Anthony. We'll just call him that. Him and his daughter were doing football picks for fun because he wanted to teach her colors and geography, and he turned it into a game. So he was a DJ. So he made a little radio skit with it called Trust the Toddler. And it went viral because apparently early in the season, she was quite good at choosing the winners just by grabbing the right helmet of the team she thought would win. And millions and millions of people viewed this. Well, it took an ugly turn during the playoffs. She started missing some games. And, now the toddler has death threats.
What?
There are death threats on this toddler.
Okay, that's it. That's it. When I become president, I am going. Football's gone. People are killing their family members, and now they're giving death threats to a toddler.
Yep.
Are sick.
Yeah, it went viral, including Cardi B. Wasn't she the one up there with Charlie Kirk, or was that a different girl? I don't remember. Who was up there with Erica Kirk?
Erica.
Was it Cardi B?
Was it Cardi B or was it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know. It was one of them.
At any rate, whomever it was, I don't know if it was the same girl, but Cardi B even got online because she chose the New England Patriots over the Texans, and Cardi B posted on this little girl's Instagram account. I'm sure it's her dad's account, but it says, "Fuck that bitch."
What?
She's 4 years old.
Oh my God!
Yeah, people are really getting
even
crazy
more insane than the blue-haired people
because she started making bad picks during the playoffs. So don't blame the toddler.
God,
She's just picking colors and helmets. It's a game, for God's sake. So.
Oh God, people really, you know what? Just set off the nukes now. Just maybe the people that come around after us will be
you remember the lady we talked about yesterday, Nikema Armstrong, one of the leaders of the church protest? Well, they got her. She is now in custody. The Attorney General Pam Bondi announced Thursday that at her direction, they arrested anti-ICE organizer of the Christian Church. Homeland was been investigating along with FBI, and Nikema Levy Armstrong played a key role in organizing and coordinating the attack. This attack is a little bit of a stretch, but basically, they got her. So she's been locked up. She's now facing federal charges. They're calling it the FACE Act, FACE, but it's also the KKK
And she looks a lot like that officer that got pulled over that didn't comply.
I don't remember, to be honest, but yeah, she was one of the ones that led and organized this. So, of course, she's already got the Minnesota NAACP's host lawyers and stuff out there demanding justice for her. But she has been arrested. There's a second arrest. Hold on, let's see if I got that story. Two of them have been arrested by Pam Bondi. One of them, like we just said, was her. Who was the other one here? Oh, yeah. She couldn't have ran far. Chantila Louise Allen is very. It's not a very flattering picture.
That's my marshmallow buddy.
She couldn't have got far. I don't know. She might have been going in looking for Scooby snacks or something.
My head hurts.
I'm thinking if I'd been in that church, one swift kick to the knee may have taken Helga the Horrible out here. I'm not sure. But, Chris says, Brenda, don't group Cardi B in with people who know and understand football. We don't claim her at all. So yeah, Chantel Louise Allen has also been taken conspiracy against rights, and she's facing federal charges. And now everybody's asking, when are we going to get Don Lemon? I look at it. She hasn't missed a goddamn Jack in the Box burger in her entire life. So,
no, she doesn't eat Jack in the Box, because if she had, she'd have been sick and throwing up, and that wouldn't have happened. She looks more like a McDonald's chick to me. Yeah, well,
it certainly wasn't on the salad menu with this young lady.
Look at who's calling the kettle black over here.
So, hey, I never said I was skinny. So, yeah, so they've got two of them. So, yeah, so let's keep it up. Let's get Don Lemon next. But they're incensed about it. She just doesn't take a pleasant picture. Apparently, she was a teacher in real life.
In real life?
In real life, yeah. I mean, not in
real life. She was a teacher.
Not when she was out giving her demonstrations. So,
I wonder if she's fired now.
So apparently this pastor, this is a picture of him, has been branded as a wolf in sheep's clothing, masquerading as a pastor who used his church for ICE. Now, that still hasn't, as far as I know, been confirmed, but yeah. So even if so, you don't go into a church and start raising hell and screaming and yelling. Look, she has not missed a goddamn meal in her life. So
you cannot fault that pastor for wanting to make more money for his church. If he was collecting these people for ICE, or he was turning them in and they were paying the reward, well, how are you going to fault the man? I mean, if there was $150,000 reward for your neighbor, Glenn, would you not pick up the phone and go, "Hey, guess what?"
But wait a minute. If they come into his church and they're telling him things, as a pastor, is he allowed to turn it in? I mean, isn't there like a God rule or whatever?
Booth. It's not a confession. There's a sticky line on that, because that's something that usually only Catholics do. They don't do that in, other churches.
I don't have a clue. I can't give you a solid argument because I don't have a clue. So, I have searched for about 2 hours, high and low, for a news article that covered this story correctly. Apparently, Ilhan Omar went online and pitched a little tantrum about ICE kidnapping a toddler and then using her as bait. So let's discuss how this actually went down. So she is pushing that ICE is the one that did this, but they did detain a 5-year-old girl. That's part of the story, is correct. Yeah, but what happened was the child was abandoned. ICE agents, during a conducted targeted operation to arrest Adrian Alexandra Conrajo Arias, an illegal alien from Ecuador, who was released into the United States by the Biden administration. As he was approached, he tried to run over an officer and ram them And then he fled on foot, abandoning his child in Minnesota weather to flee for his own safety or flee for his own whatever, not being deported. So it wasn't a very long pursuit. So one of the ICE agents stayed behind, secured the child. So ICE agents did, as law enforcement agents, take custody of the child. That part of the story is correct. The other part of the story is they used the child as bait. That is not correct. They arrested the dad, and under the law, they have to ask if there is someone that is responsible that is here legally, or an American citizen, that will take the child if the parent chooses to give them custody. Well, apparently they went to the home, and when they were in the home, they found 3 more people in the family who were here illegally and arrested all them. So the headline is that they kidnapped the 5-year-old and they used her for bait to get the rest of the family. That is not the truth to the story. Even Snopes is calling bullshit on that one. So no, they did not arrest her. They did not arrest her. They did not kidnap her. He fled, abandoning her. So that is the way that story went down. But every headline, I couldn't find one. And I went through Reuters, AP, New York Post, Washington Post, the Times. Nobody, not even the Minneapolis St. Paul had the correct headline. So, so that's how it is. And so apparently the entire family, including the child, is in custody, but somebody, they wouldn't say who, apparently took, I don't know, possession, or relative was given, and they're paying them to fly out of the country. So that, in other words, they're taking the ICE money, saying we're going willingly. And so they're going to get the whatever per person with the child, and they're going to leave and go back to their home country. So, yeah, couldn't be further. Was not arrested. I don't know what the hell just happened. He was not arrested. The child was not arrested. The child was not detained. The child was kept safe. So there you go. So see, Brenda, I will stand up for law enforcement when they do the right thing. And they were doing the right thing in this case. So there you go. So JD Vance, I let this out yesterday, is going to be in Minnesota today. And well, the media once again doesn't want to give this story a fair shake either. They're saying that he is there to basically stir up the troops to go get more people. He's there to stir up the ICE agents like a pep rally is what the media is saying. But he's actually there to have a forum where he's going to sit down and discuss with all the leaders, local leaders, from everybody from the community leaders, church leaders, to elected officials, to have a roundtable discussion on how to make things better. So the vice president is there today. So I don't think this is going to be the event that they want to really cover. So there you go.
Well, because the only thing they can say when he talks about making things better is get ICE out of here.
Well, that's right. So he is there. He's going to point out things like this says here. The Minneapolis sanctuary city policies have degraded public safety and endangered both ICE and the community. So he's going to emphasize the creation of the new AG position, which is going to be overseeing all the fraud abuse. So they're not gonna cover this story in a positive manner. So and supposedly Walz and Mayor Frey are not coming. So, but they got served yesterday with subpoenas. So
yeah, they did.
Yeah, so supposedly they're not coming, but it's there. The offer is there. And for everybody that says it's just America that is taking the tankers, nope. Once again, I had to search long and hard, and I found it on all places. NBC News. The France Navy intercepts an oil tanker in the Mediterranean sailing from Russia. In other words, they got him on the other coast. The Grinch was seized by the United Kingdom and French maritime authorities. They have secured the ship, and they're going to be escorting the ship to where it anchors. So we'll follow this story, but it's not just the United States out there taking this. The Russian shadow fleet is trying to evade, and our joint partners from the EU is even helping out. But once again, I had to look hard to find an article about it. NBC was like the only one. I think CBS had a little paragraph about it. They want the world to think it's just us. It's bad orange man. But no, the French Navy was involved in this. So I'm really upset about having to report this story. And I cannot find a press release. Speedway faces boycott calls after ICE agents were kicked out of a gas station. Social media users are alleging that Border Patrol Commander Greg Bonvino and other federal agents were denied service at a Speedway. Well, actually, they're not alleging. There's plenty of video of it out there because he's being harassed and followed and filmed his entire day. So the agents were in a Speedway. They were going to get some snacks, a drink, and a Slim Jim. And the employees of the Speedway kicked them out. And they were interviewed later, and they said that they didn't want them in their establishment. Well, Speedway is owned by a huge conglomerate.
Yeah, it is.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, NAR Speedway have put out a press release relating to this. So before showtime, I went to see how the 7-Eleven stocks were doing. Now might be a good time to buy them because they're almost penny stocks. Their stock is crashing. So I would assume they're probably going to come out and say something soon because their stock is crashing. So if you want to buy stock, them and Jack in the Box, there you go. There's my stock tip for
we have Speedway out here.
Oh, we've only got one or two, but 7-Elevens are much larger. So boycott 7-Elevens if you're a fan of ICE. So So, well, Brenda is supposedly he did it. Have you heard this? Trump has secured Greenland. We have got a deal for Greenland. Now, apparently, it's not a lease. The details on this are a little sketchy. We don't really know. We don't know what, because Greenland's like, we're still Greenland. And we're like, well, yeah, we kind of got rules on you now. So we could acquire full sovereignty through this deal with a direct sale. But it's just like we did with Alaska and Louisiana territory. It's in there. But right now, they're pushing for a long-term lease, which Trump is saying, nope. Why would you protect something you're leasing? Makes no sense. So supposedly the deal is somehow giving us enhanced military rights where we would be protecting them and Canada, but we would have joint administration and a security pact with NATO, which just read the European Union. But we, as the United States, would have preferential rights to their minerals, oil, and other natural resources in exchange for security guarantees tied to what we do in NATO do as part of the Arctic strategy. So Canada even bought into it. So we're supposedly getting pretty much all of the Arctic. Stand by. The details are not 100% ironed out yet, but we didn't buy it. We don't own it, but by God, we can hang our flag there. I don't really understand what's going on with it personally. I have looked at several articles and it's kind of confusing, but apparently we have military rights and agreement that we're going to protect them for possible future sovereignty under our flag, if I understand this correctly. But it could change live at 5, so who knows? So
yeah,
we'll continue to follow because the art of the deal still continues with Greenland, but apparently it's going to be a thing. We're somehow going to take possession, blast our way, but somehow we're going to have Greenland or high water. So I don't know. Film at 11. I don't know the answer to that. So this peace board of peace. I am not a fan, Brenda. I'm not a fan. Because he's the grand poobah for life. I'm just not a fan of this. So far, Argentina, Bahrain, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Egypt, Hungary, Indonesia, Israel, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Pakistan, Paraguay, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Morocco, Mongolia, UAE, as well as Uzbekistan and Vietnam have all signed on. Now, so far, the countries that have declined the offer, remember it's $1 billion buy-in, are France, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Slovenia. Canada is on the fence, but they might join. So all these countries have given Trump $1 billion to form the Board of Peace. That he's the grand poobah for life. I'm concerned about this. So, and then, Chris, your little spidey senses should be tingling at this next story. I really became concerned because apparently the Board of Peace has extended an invitation to the Vatican. Because let's not forget, the Vatican is an actual sovereign nation.
You're kidding.
No, it is a sovereign nation. The Vatican is Vatican City. So they have been extended an offer to come onto the Board of Peace. Out of all the alarming headlines from this, hey, Randy, welcome. Out of all the alarming headlines about this Board of Peace, that one to me really makes the spidey sense go off.
Well,
I mean, it just makes it go batshit crazy. So
I don't know.
Chris says, the fact that nothing is said yet tells me if a statement eventually is made, it is no way authentic, being done strictly for corporate or financial interest. Yeah. And I agree with you, Chris. It seems like a financial shakedown. We promise safety if you pay us. I don't want to give my lunch money to the bully either. Yeah, I was really against this. And then when I read this headline that they're inviting or sending an invitation to the Board of Peace to the Pope for Vatican City, yeah, that really got my spidey senses going. So, yeah. So the Vatican has not responded yet. So that, and there's going to be a lot of questions that emerge if they do, because not only is Vatican City theirs, but they also have some laws about sovereign nation status on other Catholic, I'll just say, locations. So that's a slippery slope there we're going down. I don't know that I like that one. So I'm going to continue to follow it. So far, my verdict is no. But
yeah.
Well, it's what's that?
Not like you have a choice.
Well, I mean, yeah, we got to go along for the ride. But this was him in the UN agreeing to him setting up his own version of the UN. And he has free reign, and he's the chairperson. It's, I don't know. Apparently, Chris, yes, the Vatican would have to pay $1 billion. So yes, it would be a buy-in. Yeah. So it's, I don't know. My spidey senses are really tingling on this one. I'm really wondering if he hasn't turned his sights to where he wants to be the world leader instead of the president. And I'm out. I gotta say I'm out. So
and where the hell are you going?
Well, I mean, but no to the one world government. No, I'm out.
Right.
And, when he extended the invitation to the Vatican, I was like, oh, spidey senses are really tingling on this one. You want to get biblical about it, go just do your homework and your spidey senses will really go off. So yeah, not a fan. Not a fan at all. So I'm going to follow it. I'm not going to give it an X yet, but that big rubber red stamp is being held very closely to it at the moment for Sportcat. So Well, this is headlining again because apparently photographers have captured President Trump's left hand has been bruised, and it's a new bruise. As a paramedic, I can tell you exactly what that bruise is from. That bruise is not from handshaking. That bruise is from an IV. You can see the redness around it where the tegaderm was. I can tell you exactly what this is. The redness around the bruise is because he's on a blood thinner. They started a small gauge needle in his hand and then they taped it down. Basically, it's saran wrap that's sticky on one side. That's what caused the redness. Now, the White House is saying this is from handshakes, but this is his left hand. He shakes hands with his right. So don't buy into that. Now here, if you want the sport cat of what I think this is, you can see there's a puncture wound at the IV site, the vein site, with the redness from the tegaderm around it. He, while he is overseas, has got a clinician that is giving him not only fluids, but they're giving him vitamins and minerals. Now, this has nothing to do with his health condition. This has to do with the fact that he's a germophobic. And what he's getting is nutritional in vitamins and minerals supplements to boost his immune. So I'm just telling you, that's my opinion. I'm not a scientist, but with the press secretary telling you that it's from handshaking, well, that doesn't exactly shake out being on his left hand. And as a paramedic, I can tell you exactly what it looks like. And as a clinician who has given vitamin C infusions, that's not unusual. So, and it's nothing to be alarmed about. They're calling it a chronic venous insufficiency. It could be because that basically is where you have small, tiny veins. But as you get older, we all do. So, yeah. And when him being on the aspirin regimen, that's what's causing the little discoloration. And as I said, if you look around the edges of it, that redness, the tape, the IV went this way to the right on top of his left hand. And in that tegaderm is it's basically saran wrap that's sticky on one side, holds it in place, and they give him an IV infusion. Nothing to be alarmed about, but the media is, they're off and running with it. But that's all that is. And they're not going to tell you that either. So they're not going to tell you that the president is getting IV therapy. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he's probably not been the only one. So, all right, Brenda, we can argue about this one.
All right.
This comes from the Daily News out of New York City. An ICE memo has okayed agents forcibly entering homes without judicial warrants. Now, remember when they said they were going to be going door to door? Well, in the past, you have to have a warrant to enter the property, to forcibly enter. But under this memo, which has been released apparently last year, and it's calling it an administrative warrant. So what that means is they have reason and probable cause to be there, and it's a knock and announce. And if they have a fair amount of assurance that the person is there, in other words, intelligence, and they don't come to the door between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., under the administrative warrant, they have permission to bust in and search the residence. So what's your thoughts on this, Brenda? I'm not 100% on this one.
Start in my room.
I understand it's an administrative warrant, but I still do not like the fact of going door to door to round people up. Now, if they have intelligence and they have probable cause, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. But if you're just going to go knocking on my door, you go to my neighbor's door, the guy down the street's door, and you say, show me your papers. I'm not for that, Brenda. Sorry, I'm not for that. So I think that's a huge overreach of the government. So, but this is a quote administrative warrant. So wait for the lawsuits, because I'm sure this will make it to the Supreme Court. So, but supposedly It's been checked out by legal scholars, so we'll see. The Congress and Supreme Court have ruled on this before, so we'll wait and see how this shakes out. So, but I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like going door to door. Show me your papers. That's no. So Trump, while he is overseas, he had a nice meeting with Zelensky. And what do you think Zelensky wanted, Brenda?
Money.
Yeah, he does. So he also was going on a tirade during his speeches. He wouldn't name the president's name, but he was calling for Tomahawk missiles. So the man talks out of two sides of his face. He says that there is an agreement and he will go forward. He's agreeing. In other words, Zelensky is agreeing, but so far they haven't got Putin to agree. Well, see, that's the exact opposite of what Putin said a few weeks ago. Putin was coming to the table, but now Zelensky says it's up to Putin. We'll see, but at the same time, he was there begging for missiles and money. So I can't stand that little man. So I just can't stand him. So supposedly Trump said they had a good discussion and we're not going to give him Tomahawk still, which is making the little man angry. So he wants missiles and money. So I can't stand him. Then, like I said, he went on and said that the territorial issues are unsolved. Both sides have been positively speaking. He wants to talk directly with Putin, and Putin can put a stop to this. But then he turns around and asks Europe and the United States for Tomahawk missiles and money. So what does this little snake want? So I can't stand him. All right. DHS is now increasing the self-deportation stipend from $1,000 to $2,600. So DHS announced yesterday that they were increasing it. And anyone who wants to self-deport, they were offering $2,600. So far, the United States, or DHS, has claimed that 2.2 million people have voluntarily left the country. So we'll see if this helps. We'll see. So they're raising it up. Barron Trump, he is a hero. Have you heard this story, Brenda? No. Well, Barron Trump saved a woman's life in a FaceTime call. A female FaceTimed him. Nobody was saying who the female is. And he answered. And when the call came to whatever it is, you can see the person on the other end. She was overseas in Europe and she was getting beat up by her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. It's unclear who the woman is, but he called 999. I'm not sure how, but he got in touch with law enforcement, and within 30 minutes they were at the door and they had the person who had been punching her in custody. So congratulations to him. He dialed 999 in the UK and got somebody there. On the recorded text, you can hear him say, I just got a call from a girl I know. She's getting beaten up. So it was placed on January the 18th, shortly after 2 a.m. Eastern time. So he gave the address of where it was, said it's a real emergency, and it was from a girl who was getting beat up by a guy. So they arrived on the scene, and apparently she had been asking him to call for help. So she's an NYU student is all that they're saying. So given the evidence, apparently there was enough for the person to be kept in custody. And she, the female that was getting beat up, is calling Barron a hero and a lifesaver. How about that? So I got to say, I don't know if I'd know how to to get in touch with 999 overseas. I don't know that I would. So we'll see. All right. YouTuber, well, their comments got them arrested. Apparently, they were threatening ICE agents. Oklahoma man was arrested for posting violent threats on YouTube, and apparently on X, he's been arrested and could face up to 5 years, according to the Department of Justice. So, a 30-year-old man by the name of Taylor Ryan Prigmore of Oklahoma. So he was on YouTube making threats, Someone turned him in, and well, they went and got him. So, Brenda, don't make any threats online.
Yeah, I'm sorry I asked.
How do UK people have contact info for a family of our president and nobody will take my call? I don't know. I've called the White House too. So I called and asked if I could be transferred to Melania, and they hung up on me. So I was like, hey, I just want to get her for an interview. 5 minutes, please. All right. Brenda, your state leads the nation in supplying new residents to other states. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, we don't want them here.
Well,
get them the hell out.
We say you have supplied new residents of any state, more than any state. So apparently Texas is the top source of residents for Alaska, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Illinois, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, Oklahoma, according to state-to-state migration flow. I want to know how is this something they track when you buy a home? I sold my home in Georgia and I moved to Tennessee. Is that how I don't understand how they get these statistics, but California was the most populous state. They supplied too many residents to Arizona, Hawaii, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, Washington, but it was also a supplier to Tennessee, to Nashville. Stay out of Tennessee. We're full. We don't want you. So apparently Nashville is going to be the new Southern California. I'm not happy about that, but I lived in Knoxville. So, all right. I didn't have anything to do with this. If you listen to any of my other shows, I still didn't have anything to do with this. Blue Lives Matter. Apparently, anti-ICE is working. There have been thousands of calls and messages placed on websites telling them where federal and ICE agents are going to be and where they're going to show up. Well, apparently, something to do with the Blue Lives Matter group may have had something to do with this, as they're saying many of off-duty cops, veterans, and volunteers are running decoy active operations to keep the leftist activists going the other direction. So kudos. Keep it up. Keep it up. So yeah, if this did happen, it apparently is working in 9 different states. So combat veterans, off-duty officers, patriotic Americans have had enough of the radical left. We're being activated across the country to back our law enforcement. # law enforcement. Smarter, more skilled, more driven, better trained than the left. And we actually enjoy sitting in a deer stand for days and just waiting. So there you go. You can probably find one of the websites online. And if you want to report something in your city or your location of where activity isn't, well, just make sure to let the blue-haired broads know. Apparently they're showing up. So Chris says maybe the numbers come from the info change where they forwarded their mail to the new home. It could be. I don't know. It's interesting statistics. So, but yeah, if you want, there's websites that will point you in the direction of that. Just tell them to go to the other side. So, Brenda, I thought of you with this conspiracy theory story.
Okay.
The 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, are investigating whether an electrical substation next door is a causation of team injuries. So John Lynch, who is the general manager, has now launched an investigation. So it's apparently not a conspiracy anymore because they had people from the electrical substation, the electrical company, coming over and taking measurements inside the stadium and the training facilities and wouldn't tell the team what they were doing. Well, so now the team is taking the health and safety of their players serious, and they're launching an investigation and demanding that the NFL launch an investigation because of this season. They had a tremendous amount of injuries, and so they want to know if the injuries have anything to do with the electrical substation right next door to their location. So even the players are saying that it has something to do with it. Of course, it's a joke, but they're actually saying something about the hum and the feeling and the injuries from the EMF. So they're investigating. The 49ers are checking to see that causes any injuries. So there you go, Brenda. There's your conspiracy theory that could be something real. So
yeah.
No, that one I don't doubt. So let's see. This is about the Jack Smith trial. There's plenty of that. Vance, 26 minutes ago, says insurrection is not needed right now in Minneapolis. So that's
so he can
right
walk
now.
around the streets out there then, huh?
Well, he's there.
Good
right
for
now.
him.
We don't think we need that, Vance has said. So that's from the Veep right there. It's reading 26 minutes ago headline. So
does he have security with him?
Well, I'm sure he does. Of course
he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
It's Minneapolis. It's perfectly fine there.
So, I mean, he's voicing support for law enforcement. Of course, you'd expect him to do that. He's saying the officers are doing an incredible job, and he's placing.
Trump needs it because people just don't like him, but Vance, he doesn't need it.
Yes, all of them need it. So if you're part of the government,
he's a strapping young man. So. He can take care of himself.
Well, he says that we don't need it. So there you go.
Okay. All right.
I'm just reading the headlines. So just letting you know. Oh, well, did the AP confirm that ICE did not kidnap a child? Did they backpedal? So so apparently the whole family is being held. So that we didn't use the child as bait. The AP's even turned around on that story.
Oh, see.
Good for them. They didn't earlier. So, because I searched hard for it because I was like, come on now. I know that this isn't true. So, let's see what else is going on in the breaking news section. I brought two up with AP. This is from the World Economic Forum. And I hate when they use photos like this of Trump. So, apparently there is a deal as of 12:36 Eastern time because Greenland's leader is cautious about the security deal. So he has voiced guarded relief, but there's no concrete deals. So whoever it is they're making these deals without the Greenlanders involved. I don't think that's exactly right.
Now, I think that there were some bills that were passed while everybody was worried about Greenland that we shouldn't have. And everybody got money but Ukraine.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They paid themselves while the president and the VP were out of town. Yes, they paid themselves. They funded organizations that Doge said should not be funded. And they funded organizations that the administration should not be funded. They were unified, both Republican and Democrat, voting for that. So, yes.
Are we ready, America?
Yeah.
We need to march up in that building and take all their chairs and throw them away. Yeah. And when they come back, we just need to push them out on the street and say, you're fired. You are fired.
Well, you can't do that because Trump's the emperor. He's the grand poobah. So.
Well, he ain't here. He's out of town.
Well, he's headed home soon. So he said that the latest deals are incredible in the Davos trip and says Greenland deal will be amazing for the United States. So.
Now, did you ever catch what happened out there after they were done? There was something that happened. They had to evacuate everybody.
They didn't evacuate that part of the building, but there was a hotel that caught fire next door, and the smoke from that building was entering into the air handlers, and so they had to turn off the air and evacuate certain parts of the building where it had already gotten into, but they didn't evacuate that part of the building. And it was close to the end of whatever their business day over there is. And so he was never in any harm's way. But yes, they did have a partial evacuation. Yeah, I did check that out.
All I did was I've seen a headline that said that they had to evacuate, but it didn't say why.
Yeah, 25 minutes ago. The aim is to have NATO Arctic security plan by July, according to Finland. why is Finland making these rules? So there we go. So they're keeping Greenland out of it. Finland and Europe are saying this is what we do. So I don't know. I just can't. So he's making sure he's wanting signatures for his deal before he leaves town. Good for him. I'll fix it next time. Let's see. This is breaking headlines from JD Vance. He swears that we're going to restore law and order during his visit on Thursday, but he rejected that we needed the Insurrection Act. So, judge rejects charges against Don Lemon. Minnesota federal magistrate judge refused to sign a complaint charging independent journalist Don Lemon in connection with the protest inside the church. Multiple sources familiar with the proceedings told CBS this was at 12:15 today. The attorney general is enraged at the magistrate's decision. Sources familiar with the matter said Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's been in Minnesota for 2 days with the DOJ, is seeking to urge prosecutors to make the arrests. So far, they've arrested 2, but the judge refused the warrant for Mr. Lemon. So here we go. Let's see. What else we got? Headlines here. JD Vance's message to Minnesota will be stop fighting immigration enforcement. It's not that hard. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, is he going to give a speech?
Oh, yeah, he's been giving speeches. Yeah, he's touring, giving
out
speeches.
On the streets?
I have no idea if he'd be on the streets. I'm sure he's going to be in a building. Zelensky says he has agreed to post-war security guarantees with Trump. So this was breaking news that Zelensky says that he has made an agreement. So we'll see. It's now going to be in the Kremlin's ball's now in the Kremlin's court. So and let's see. Macron says we remain vigilant as he welcomes Trump's climb down. I'm not sure what that headline is. Welcome Donald Trump's decision to stand down from imposing tariffs on the 7 other countries in the EU. Okay, so he's saying that that was good. Well, of course, he doesn't want to pay more money. So, 257 military cooperation, Arctic security, NATO and Greenland, according to the Danish. So it's apparently happening, but they're not releasing what it is. But it's not ours. We can't have it. But we're going to protect it. I have no idea what the hell these people are doing. It's a Thursday, so all the real news is going to hit Friday, folks. Around 5:00, we're going to invade a country, bomb something. It's what we do. So
take something else. Who knows?
Yeah, take something else. Looking real quick at the radar. Well, still not looking too bad yet. It's raining in the south, but as you can see, there's watches and warnings pretty much for most of the continental United States right now. So let's go over here and see real quick. We got about 15 minutes left. What FEMA says for us. Well, FEMA, they were awake today at 8:30 a.m. They presented the daily operations briefing. And what are they worried about, Brenda? Winter weather.
Yeah.
From the southern plains to the eastern United States. So probability of exceeding warning criteria. Now, pay attention to these terms they're using because this is a little bit different than what you'll hear other things talking about. They're talking about from the handle of Texas all the way up through Boston, actually past Boston up into Maine. That whole swath of the country, you can see there's greater than 80% pretty much for the East Coast from Boston down through the Delmarva and then back along the Appalachia with West Virginia and Kentucky, spreading even a little bit further in. So if you pay attention to their wording for warnings for ice and exceptions, they're talking about grid failure. So FEMA is concerned, and what you see here represented by the colors is where they're concerned about grid failure. Well, pretty much on the left-hand side of the Appalachian Mountain from Maine down to Texas, it's 50 to 80%. So they're concerned 50 to 80% possibility of a grid failure. So just let that sink in, folks. So there you go. FEMA is concerned about a grid failure between January 23rd and 26th. So high temperatures, well, the warmest we'll probably get will be down into, I don't know, the 60s in Arizona, so, or on the West Coast, but much of the country is bracing for extreme cold. So, yeah, the winter storm is going to see. Notice how they put the winter storm in a separate form where they're talking about how bad the storm is going to be. It doesn't have anything to do if you go up here and look at exceeding warning criteria. So they're saying either the grid will be overwhelmed because of the resources needed or the lack of availability of resources. So pay attention to that. Be ready for the storm, folks. It could be life-changing. So looking at the president's schedule today, well, Thursday, he apparently is leaving sometime today to return back to the White House. Local time, 4:30 a.m., he was up and moving and participating in all kinds of peace board meetings. But as we've seen for the past couple days, overnight, our time overnight in the U.S., the East Coast, he has been up giving speeches and having meetings. So, like I said, he's probably getting those vitamin IVs. So, just a guess. A guess. We're still at DEFCON 3. The doomsday clock will be, by Monday, will be determined what the level of the doomsday clock is. Let's move on from this one. I think we've got something a little bit more up to date. We've talked about the problematic rainfall. Well, it doesn't look like Australia's got any chances of problematic precipitation, but in the lower 48, we do. Sydney, you are currently at 19. Melbourne, 14. Brisbane, 26. Perth, you're at 19. Adelaide, you're at 21. Hobart, you're at 12. Canberra, your current is 12 Celsius. Darwin, you're at a warm 25 Celsius. Now, check with your Bureau of Meteorology because there are warnings for New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, Western and South Australia, as well as Tasmania. So, and also in the Northern Territory. So check with your Bureau of Meteorology to get your most recent updates. Let's take a real quick look here at weather warnings for us here in the lower 48. Well, Iowa, extreme cold. Montana, extreme cold. You're going to see quite a bit of those. In fact, there you go. Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, those for a winter storm warning, as well as Indiana and Kentucky. Minnesota is on the same. Michigan is got a winter storm warning. Texas, extreme cold. You can brace, Brenda, brace. It's coming. So going down here, Vermont, snow squall warnings. Well, it's snowing in Vermont. There is nothing new about that. So, yeah, this is all extreme cold and winter weather, except for up in our friends in Alaska, where they have heavy freezing spray warnings. I can't imagine that being pleasant. So let's take a look at the picture here and see what we got. Let me zoom out. The radar, it looks like most of the precipitation right now is just rain with maybe a small thunderstorm there in Alabama. Looks like it's stretching over North Carolina down to the Gulf of America. It hasn't tapped that energy yet. That high pressure is just sitting there, spinning, doing its thing, waiting till that cold front pushes even further. So, yeah, it's going to be ugly later today. Looking at worldwide warnings, we see all the ones in the U.S. Like I said, there's the ones in Australia as well. So it looks like they have extreme heat wave warnings in Australia. Not here in the lower 48, severe heat wave warning. And so they have that in several places. And so, yeah, pay attention for heat wave warnings in Australia as well as flood warnings. So pay attention to your Bureau of Meteorology. Look real quick. Let me refresh this to make sure it's the most recent. And it is. And if we look at it, pretty much most of the center of the country looks like a bullseye under that winter storm warning or watch. So with it moving up to the north here later. Let's see if it'll tell me. Yep, just a small storm. Not really any electrical activity in the lower 48. We'll zoom out real quick and go down to Australia. And there's, in Western Australia, there's a small cell. And over in Queensland, there's a small cell that's got a little lightning to it. So pay attention to that. Current radar for the lower 48, like we talked about, it's raining up along the Great Lakes and in the Ohio Valley, back over towards New York, Boston, and up to Maine in the northeast. With that, squalls are starting in basically from the Chesapeake down all the way to the Gulf of America. This little pressure over here on the west coast is what's keeping it all in check. So look for that to move later today and it bring the cold, and then we don't know. We'll see what happens from there. You're going to get ice, rain, snow, sleet, tornadoes, whatever it is, you're going to get it here in the lower 48. So for the power grid, according to poweroutage.us, looks good. There doesn't appear to be an extreme amount of people without power. Looking at the current temperatures, let me refresh this. Brenda, where's the coldest right now in the lower 48?
What?
Where is it coldest right now in the lower 48?
Probably in Tennessee.
Oh, no. It's actually Bismarck, -8. -8.
Oh,
Chris says, hey, Glenn, I got an extra $1 billion here. You want to go with me on the board of peace? No, man, I'm telling you, we're just going to go play baseball. You got $1 billion? Let's buy a baseball team. Hell with it. So, there you go. That's what I want.
Well, there is that.
Let's see. The warmest place right now might be Phoenix at 71. No, Tampa is 75. What is it down here in the Keys? Our dear friends down in the Keys at 71 in Key West right now. Sunny. Sunny. Oh, why am I not in Key West? Chris, where you're at up in Chicago, it's around 24. Over in Pittsburgh, you're in the 20s. Denise in New York, you're in the 40s, 43. Up in Vermont, well, it's damn cold, 29. So, Houston, it's warm. Phoenix is warm, but that's about it. Looking here, this is for the next 8 to 12 hour forecast. We see the rain with the snow switching as the cold front comes down into the northern Georgia, North Carolina mountains of the Appalachia, where it'll start tonight. Of course, like I said, it's already raining up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and up in the New England region. Let's see. What else? We're going to run out of time here. Brenda, you got anything coming up or going on?
I have to get a hold of Sherry and Chad. I was going to do something this week, and I got busy doing other stuff, so I got to figure it out maybe Saturday night because I have that appointment after our show tomorrow. So
all right, well I was gonna look here and see if there's anything on the flights, see if there's anything out of the way.
Holy crap.
Well, that's all the airplanes. Well, watch for that to change with this storm. And somebody's already headed back over from overseas. It may be our commander-in-chief. Well, it's either the commander-in-chief, it looks like the commander-in-chief and maybe the secretary of state and one of the other secretaries, they're all on the move. Everybody's left. And it appears that I'm sure, this is one of these two is Air Force One. One of these two. So and then somebody's out ahead of him, probably Rubio. I'm going to guess it was Rubio in the Department of Transportation. Or was who was the other secretary there? Rubio and Duffy wasn't there. Who was the other one? Do you remember, Brenda?
Was it the female? Ouch. Female you talking about? Was it a female?
No, it was a guy. I can't remember whatever secretaries there were. They all got their own damn planes, but they're headed home.
Health, or was it RFK?
No, it wasn't RFK. I don't think RFK was over there. But at any rate, Rubio is probably on one of these, and then one of these is probably Air Force One. Our vice president, he was in Minnesota, so unless he's up in airborne, He is. Air Force 2 is actually airborne right now. So it's coming out of St. Paul, headed back there. So we have Air Force 2 is on the move. And then one of these, they just call it a SAM, Special Air Mission. One of these, this one is probably Rubio, and this one here is probably Trump. But they don't give it an official Air Force One logo for security reasons. But yep, looks like Air Force 2 is on the move. So he's headed back to Washington. So hopefully some of these governors will come back too, because Georgia's governor is gone. Your governor is gone. Chris says RFK is on Trump's plane telling him he's eating like shit. Keeps telling him to get Jack in the Box. Don't understand, Chris. I don't understand. So let's see. All right, we'll go ahead here with Bitdefender. Brenda, you are going to be doing the show. I don't have anything going on except for tomorrow's show. We'll be back here tomorrow at 2 until 4. And I got to cue up our song here. Brenda and I, we thanks, got a great song. Let me share it, find it. Thanks to Mike. He's got us a great Monster Mike. Yeah, there we go. I can't think. So he's got us a great song. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here on time for a change today. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you listening. And hopefully we will be back tomorrow. I don't think Brenda's going to get affected until later in the day. And then, of course, I'll get it overnight. But we will see you guys and gals tomorrow. Have a great day, great morning, great evening, wherever it is.
Wake up to the chaos on the stream.
See y'all later.
Sportcat's on the mic with a wild-eyed dream. Brenda by his side, they're spinning the news. Twisted takes, crazy jokes, no bunker, just views. A quiz in history, weather on the scroll from Greenland to the galaxy. They've got every goal. Laugh at fear, let the world do its thing. Sportcat's Gazette, it's the chaos we sing. Sportcat's Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We're riding the headlines with laughter and light. No prepping for doom, we dance in the fray. Sportcat keeps us laughing through the end of the day. NASA